Alcohol is, without question, one of the most destructive substances on Earth. Every year it kills more people than terrorism, wars, murders and car crashes combined. Millions more are injured in accidents, violence and crime fueled by drinking. Hundreds of millions are trapped in diseases caused by it. If alcohol were discovered today, it would almost certainly be banned immediately, and yet more than 2 billion people drink it. We've tied alcohol so tightly to our culture that it feels almost impossible to separate the two. Beer at a barbecue, wine at a wedding, champagne at a celebration. We drink when we're happy, when we're sad, when we're stressed, and when we're relaxed. At home, at work events and with friends, alcohol is a paradox. We hold on tightly to something that does us so much harm. Alcohol is actually a poison created by yeast during fermentation to kill off competitors. When we drink it, it comes mixed with water and flavorings like fruit or caramel. But make no mistake, it's still poison. As soon as you take a sip, trillions of alcohol molecules rush into your stomach and small intestine. From there, they go straight to your liver, your body's detox system, and then to your brain. But here's the problem. Your liver can only process about a sip of beer every 5 minutes. If you drink faster than that, alcohol floods your system, overwhelming your brain. That's when the chaos begins. Alcohol scrambles the communication between your neurons. It slows your brain down, lowers your self-control, reduces your ability to make decisions, and at the same time releases chemicals that make you feel relaxed and connected. That's why after a couple of drinks, you feel more talkative, more open, and less self-conscious. For a while it feels like the weight of life has lifted and social barriers melt away. This is why alcohol works so well as a social lubricant. It gives relaxation, courage, and a sense of connection. But those benefits come at a heavy price. What starts as a weekend habit easily becomes an everyday ritual. Over time, the damage adds up. Alcohol seeps into almost every tissue of your body, and when broken down, it turns into acetaldehyde, a chemical even more toxic than alcohol itself. In the brain, it shrinks neurons, cuts their connections, slows your thinking, erases memories, and increases your risk of dementia. In young people, drinking is especially harmful. The brain isn't fully developed until the mid-20s. So heavy drinking as a teen or young adult is like smashing wet cement before it hardens. Blackouts and memory issues can linger for years. Cancer. Alcohol is linked to at least 8 types of cancer, including breast cancer in women. The risks start with even 1 drink a day. Liver. Alcohol quietly destroys the liver over years, leading to cirrhosis, an irreversible condition that kills hundreds of thousands each year. Heart. It raises blood pressure, weakens the heart, and increases the risk of stroke. Even looks aren't spared. Alcohol damages skin, accelerates aging, and adds calories that often lead to weight gain and obesity. Statistically, health risks start to rise significantly with as little as 1 beer a day. Alcohol isn't just harmful to those who drink it, it devastates others too. Accidents. 500,000 people die every year in alcohol-related accidents. In car crashes alone, 300,000 lives are lost, and more than half the victims weren't even the ones drinking. Violence. Alcohol is involved in about half of all violent crimes and sexual assaults. Millions more are injured in fights, abuse, and attacks every year. Children. Around 600,000 babies are born each year with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, permanent damage caused by drinking during pregnancy. Alcohol doesn't just harm the drinker, it's a global chain reaction of destruction. At some point, regular drinking can slide into alcoholism, a condition that affects about 400 million people worldwide. Many aren't the stereotypical drunk in the gutter. They're functioning professionals, parents, or young adults who seem fine on the outside. But alcohol dependence is quietly eroding their health and lives. Because alcohol is so normalized, unlike other drugs, addiction can go unnoticed for years. So if alcohol is so harmful, why do we drink? Because it solves a real human problem. Socializing is awkward, full of anxiety and self-doubt. Alcohol lowers those barriers, making bonding easier. For thousands of years, it's helped people connect, celebrate, and form friendships. And for that, we've paid a terrible price: our health, our lives, and our peace. But things are changing. Younger generations, especially Gen Z, are drinking less than their parents. Rates of teen drinking and binge drinking have dropped dramatically. This means fewer accidents, fewer hospitalizations, and fewer lives ruined. But there's a trade-off. Loneliness, isolation, and social struggles are increasing. Alcohol has been a shortcut to connection, and without it, we need new ways to bond. Maybe the future doesn't need alcohol. Maybe confidence, connection, and celebration can come from healthier sources, through passion, purpose, and community. The challenge is finding ways to replace what alcohol gave us, without paying the deadly price it demands.